So a little bit we've already kind of mentioned. So as mentioned before, separation anxiety is distress experience from young children when they're separated from their primary caregiver. That could be parents, carer, grandparents, whoever kind of helps with their primary caregiving, or their familiar environment. So if you think about a child who may be at home from birth, they haven't attended nursery or anything, and then all of a sudden they're being moved into school, that's going to be a really, really it's an unknown environment. They don't know the environment, they don't know the people. It's going to take time for them to feel safe and calm and comfortable in that environment. And as a result, if a child is experiencing separation anxiety, some of the what we call I suppose the behaviors or the manifestations we might see are things like they might be really crying quite a lot. They might be quite clingy onto their parent or their carer. They might start throwing tantrums or throw themselves on the floor, throw toys around. They might refuse to attend school. Or you might notice physical symptoms as a result of the anxiety. So things like complaining of having a stomach ache or a headache. And it's not saying that they're not having a stomach ache or a headache, but they're so anxious that the worries are now starting to, I suppose, manifest in a physical way. And also as well, for some children, they may also be worrying about the caregiver when they're separated from them. So they might be worrying if they're in school, they don't know where they are, they don't know where their parent or carer is. They might be worrying, are they okay? What are they doing? Are they going to come back? So this is why it's not uncommon to see the behaviors as mentioned, because if you think about a child, especially if you're thinking about the early years, so we're talking about under 6 really, they're not going to have the emotional literacy to tell you how they're feeling. So for some children, that may manifest more so in their behaviors. So when you see these behaviors, especially ones that I suppose traditionally will be seen as naughty or disruptive, think about behavior as communication. So if you see in a child who looks like they're really kind of struggling to adapt, it's about thinking about what might they be feeling, and you might be able to do some activities with them to help them to explore the thoughts and feelings they're having. But of course it depends on the age of the child as well.